Hi guys, this is Dr. Sadashivam once again with you. In Times of India, on the Speaking Tree column, I came across a very interesting article. This is a short story from the Mahabharata, and it has lots and lots of relevant lessons that I thought I will share that story with all of you. The scene is like this. Bhishmacharya was in his deathbed, and it is at that point of time Lord Krishna tells Yudhishthira to approach Bhishmacharya to seek valuable lessons from him. And one of the lessons that Bhishmacharya shares with him is that you have to befriend your enemies at some point of time if it is mutually beneficial. And that's one of the strongest lessons from Bhishmacharya. And that is a small story which involves animals like cat, rat, owl, mongoose. Lots and lots of lessons to derive from this, right? There are four important characters in this. One is Palita, which is the name of a rat. The second is an owl. The name was not mentioned in that story. And the third is Lomasha, which is the cat. And there is a mongoose. And there is a hunter. Now the scene starts like this. Death confronts the rat from all the sides. There was an owl about it, ready to pounce on the rat, which is Palita. The rat is Palita. And there was a mongoose on the other side, ready to pounce on the rat. And there was another cat, which was ready to pounce on Palita, who is the rat. And it is stuck on all the three sides by predators. And absolutely, there is no sign of escape. But this rat, being clever, it observes the surroundings very carefully in terms of what is happening. And it is at this point of time that Lomasha, the cat, was actually caught on a hunter's noose. Since it was clever, it did not give up. It was very careful. It was very observant about its surroundings. Its gaze fell on the hunter's noose, which was stuck to the cat. I'm talking about the rat now. Now, immediately, in a fraction of a second, Palita, the rat, struck out on a plan. And the plan was quite dangerous, of course. The plan was to approach the cat and seek help. Can you imagine a rat approaching the cat and seeking help? But certain times, taking a dangerous step is better, because what awaits it is death at this point of time. So dangerous is always better than death. So keeping that in mind, the Palita, the rat, approaches the cat. Now it tells the cat, I have come to you for some help, Lamasha. You can also help me back, because death looms upon both of us. You can see the owl and the mongoose, both of them are waiting to pounce on me. You also want to pounce on me, but you are stuck on the hunter's trap, right? Hunter's rope. I can cut that rope and free you. I can do that. But you can also help me. We can help each other. Now, what is this negotiation happening? This negotiation is happening between two arch rivals, that is between the cat and the rat. Now the cat agrees, because the cat, in any case, it is stuck on the hunter's noose. But Palita, the rat, does not trust the cat. Maybe under this garb of amicability, the cat might have its evil designs. Many a times you have to look at some of the designs of your enemies also. The cat is wary of that. The rat is wary of that. Now the cat asks the rat, please tell me, how will I be able to help you in this kind of a situation? Now the wise rat says, please allow me to crouch under you for some time. And both of them, that is the owl and the mongoose, they will not come near you because the owl is afraid of you because that's a bird. You are a cat, you may kill it. The mongoose is also afraid of you because that also comes under the rat family. So once you take me under you, both of them will not attack me. They will go their way in search of some other prey. Now the cat agrees and shelters the rat under its belly. The owl and the mongoose waited for some time. But they saw to their dismay about this unusual friendship. This is a friendship between a cat and the rat. They waited for some time. But since there was no sign of rat coming away from the cat, they go their ways, they part ways, and they look for alternative prey and they disappeared from the scene. Now Lomasha cat says, "Dear Palita, your enemies have ran away. Now please free me as committed as promised. And we shall run away to our respective houses. Please free me." In fact, the cat was in a hurry. "Rat, please free me, please free me." But Palita is not doing anything in haste because it is under the clutches of cat at this point of time. But once it is unleashed, it feels that there was nothing to stop its predator, that is the cat, in killing, that is killing and gobbling the rat. The rat is afraid of that. So what will it do? It was in a fix, it was in a dilemma. So the plan was that the cat needs to be freed, but under the right moment. It needs to be freed because that was a commitment. It needs to be kept up. But timing is important. And what do you think will be the right moment in this kind of a situation? Now, before I explain the right time to you, let me also ask you a question. Why do you think that the cat is not killing the killing the rat? What could be the reason? Yes, you are right. Because the cat is also a wise cat. Now, at least as long as the rat is alive, there is a small probability for the rat to cut the rope so that the cat can escape. But for the sake of eating one rat, if it kills the rat, that remote possibility of the cat escaping from the hunter is gone. Once the hunter catches the cat, then obviously the cat will become the food for the hunter for that night's dinner. Because both of them have their own intentions. They have their selfish intentions, so to say. But the rat is not freeing at this point of time. It is waiting for the right moment to free the cat. And what do you think is the right moment? Let's come back to the same question. The right moment is when the hunter comes to catch the cat. That is the right moment. Because at that typical time, if the rat frees the cat's focus will be to run away from the scene. Its focus will be to run for its life. And at that point of time, its focus will not be to hunt a rat. So that gives rat enough time to run away. So the rat feels that the right moment will be when the hunter is just about to capture the cat. The hunter comes. The hunter appears on the scene, and it was at that point of time the rat bites the rope and frees the cat. The cat runs helter-skelter for its life, and at that typical second, in that seemingly hurrying moment, the rat also runs to its hole. Both have escaped. The hunter is totally disappointed, but he can look for other prey. The hunter disappears from the scene. The next day, the cat is so happy and it goes to the rat's hole. It calls, "Palita, come out of your rat hole. We are friends now. Now both of us can help each other like we did yesterday. So please come out. Let us play. Let's be friends. From now on, we are going to be great friends. Come out." At that point of time, the rat talks from inside without coming out. Look at the lesson. Look at the lesson. Lomasha, my dear cat, you are destined to be my predator and me, your prey. There's nothing wrong in you, nothing wrong in me. But this enmity between you and me, that is between the cat and the rat, is ordained by nature. Our friendship yesterday was just an accident. It was a small aberration because of an extraordinary situation both of us were in. And that friendship ended the moment both of us got out of that danger, out of the danger, whatever threatened both of us, and we can never be friends. We are destined by nature that you will continue to be my predator, I will continue to be your prey. And this law of nature has been working for millions and millions of years, and yesterday was an aberration. Both of us stuck to this friendship, and that friendship is over. It is a rare situation, and please, you should continue to be where you are, and I will continue to be where I am. This may be a small story, but it has very, very valuable lessons for us. Now, Bhishmacharya tells Yudhishthira, Yudhishthira, when you are surrounded by enemies from all sides, in a peculiar situation, you must be ready to strike an alliance, even with your bitter enemies. Wise kings should always remember that friendship does not last beyond the agreed objectives are met. Sometimes you have to align with your enemy for a common objective, but you should have to exercise extreme caution in accordance with the Purusharthas. It's a very, very valuable lesson. But this is being spoken from the perspective of statecraft, state administration, public administration. It is for the king as a leader, because the king has a duty to support, to protect his pupils, because they depend on the king for their protection. So what applies to a state level administrator or a king or a leader does not apply in friendship, right? We need to keep that in mind. It's not between individuals, but this is between heads of states, when countries are involved, when international diplomacies are involved. This is a beautiful story which I liked. It appealed to me a lot. I really found this interesting, and that was why I am sharing this video through this video. Something on similar lines has been enumerated by Chanakya. In fact, I will be coming out with another video on Chanakya, which enumerates these small principles. And don't forget to watch that video. And I hope all of you liked this video, and I will be very eager to see your comments in the comment box down below. Kindly comment on it. And this is Dr. Sadashivam signing off. Till we meet again. Bye bye. Jai Hind.